All right, y'all. Here's a little, just a little piece of advice. A little how to tell what's what when you're offshore fishing in the Gulf of Mexico. I'm really not savvy enough to really explain this well, but I've had to learn on the fly because we went out fishing and we were catching snapper and we don't know what they are, and we don't know, if we don't know what they are, we can't know the regulations. Everybody out there trying to figure out, well, is this a vermilion or is this a red? Because if it's a vermilion, we can keep it. If it's a red, we got to throw it back, and blah 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 blah. And I had to go to the old internet, and I started going through Google pictures and looking, and we still can't really tell which snapper was which. But today, at the end of day 2, we've got 3 fish here, and these are the 3 most prominent snapper off of out of Gulf Shores, Alabama. And I'm going to walk you through and just at least kind of show you what's what, so you can actually see the difference. So if you get to looking for what snapper is what and can I keep it or not, well, maybe this video will help you out here. All right, so from top to bottom, that is a mangrove snapper. Now that is a pretty dang big mangrove snapper. That's going to be some really good eating. That's a mangrove snapper. If you look at it, you can see it's got a darker color and you can see some lines in it. But that's a mangrove snapper. The one in the middle here, this is a vermilion snapper. This is the one that gets mistaken for a red if you don't know what you're looking at, like we did. But it's, once you see them side by side, it's pretty easy to tell. But the biggest tell is the overall shape of the fish. It is shaped like the generic shape of fish. And you see it has a huge big eye that's almost in the center of its head, very torpedo shaped, and it has a very forked tail. Because if you just get on down here to the bottom, this is a red snapper. You see where its eye's placement is on its head, it's a little different. The shape of it's different. You can see how it gets wider as it goes back. It really slopes up at the front, the top of the head, and has a really big humped back. If you look at the tails here, especially if you stretch these tails out on these two, you see how the red snapper is almost flat. Doesn't have a really pronounced V to it. The tips don't hook at the back. If you see the vermilion snapper, they do. So that right there, at least for us yesterday, because we spent an hour trying to figure this out, this is useful information. This is why I want to film it. This is why I do this channel, to be able to put information out that people can actually use. So hope you guys are having a good one. Appreciate you watching the video. Get out there and go do some fishing and catch some of this stuff for yourself, because man, this is some tasty victuals. Catch y'all next time.